Alright, if we break down here, guys, I'm short for the same cash flow targets. I appreciate you for being here.
I'm sure right now target hit. This is what we call a magic hour.
Alright, I'm taking this.
The upside ahead, the momentum to the upside ahead, everything aligning, live pricing, historical data, right?
Right there.
Welcome, this is PackTV. Sit back, relax, and watch how we day trade with statistics.
PackTV, God-given, so I gotta make it happen, I'm on mission. Not like them, I'm different, that bag come with a pension. Talk about that business, like I'm hard all in the pain. Shining hard, don't need no chain, all this drip, it feel like rain. Everything on me, got it on my name. They don't got it like this, they don't talk it like this. I was built for this. That TV not like guns, take it away.
Stop me, it's me. If you're doing this for the women, you're losing. Do this shit for yourself. I do this shit for myself.
They rigged the race long before your first breath. Signed your name in the ledger, made a bet on your death. Puppet masters and neckties, count your hours like cash. Presidents pushing their pieces while you fade in the ash. Game theory kings in a smoke-filled room, writing out the rules to your ruin. The world ain't chaos, it's their game. Their game. You never learn a script they spin, cause they don't want you to ever win. Flip the fucking board, let it rain, let it rain. Burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down, burn it down. A lead over production, too many mouths at the throne. Shine a rise in the rear view, old empires turn to bone. Same damn cycle, same sharp teeth in a grin. They sell you fate on a pay-per-view, call it virtue, call it sin. Game theory kings in a smoke-filled room, writing out the rules to your ruin. The world ain't chaos, it's their game. Their game. You never learn a script they spin, cause they don't want you to ever win. Flip the fucking board, let it rain, let it rain. in the crossfire, raised on a rerun lie, told to choose a side.
Welcome, this is PackTV.
Bowie in London, Bowie in London, Bowie in London, 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 London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. It's time for London Open. We got London with Bowie, and PackTV. You already know what time it is. Get your asses in here. Let's go. Let's get it. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. London with Bowie. PackTV.
Good morning. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Good morning, Chitake, Shin, Max, Kawa. All right. London opening in a bit of a weird time right now, but that's still London opening right there. So I set some indicators up to record the 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. for these 3 weeks because we can't really do anything else, sadly. But I think most people can clearly see that this is where London opens. So again, for the people that were unsure of whether I was just bullshitting, New York time zone moved. Our London time zone hasn't. Our Europe as well. And remember, right, London Open isn't anything that affects US traders. They're asleep. US time zone moving doesn't mean London Open moves. Volume indicator here confirms it, right? Look, 4 a.m., boom. That's when the spike happens right now. So yeah, London Open, just the same time for us Europeans. Just a different time for Americans, which unfortunately we only use indicators based off of US time zones. So it's kind of messed with our stuff here. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We still know our basics. We still know our strategy high hit rates. So it shouldn't change too much. Oh, don't make the range a lot bigger. And it does so on the last candle, you dirty dog. That's another fat range. All right, let's see. Just gotta quickly check contract size here. 6 contracts. Mate, I'm gonna have to trade 5 contracts today. Wow. All right, so London is opened. We have a 10 low of day, which is out of stats, and we have a massive market open gap. We know most of the times we do like to go and take out those market open gaps, fill them up a little. We have been going up as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do so. $4 a.m. MFE data, yeah. Barely usable. All right, so 5 contracts it is. Bowie in Frankfurt. Just now seen that by Mark. That's funny. I will wait for pullbacks as always the last week because the large ranges. Yeah. Well, it depends for me. If we barely break outside, I'll just take a normal break. Well, yeah, if we just push away hard, I'll wait for a pullback as well. If we don't hit our statistical cash flow targets, which mean almost nothing today, I think. I mean, what even is this? So we can see though that 0.15% is on a 14-day streak currently. So that could be a cash flow target potentially for today. You do one smaller to increase the odds, so you do 0.14. That's also a thing you can do. It's up to you whether you want to stick to 0.07 or say, well, we've been on a 14-day 0.14, 15 streak. In the last 15 days, it's the 10th percentile, so I'm going to be using that as my TP with these volatile markets. That's also a thing you could do. It's basically using statistics in your favor, so it's up to you. Wait, what does it say on the computer? Frankfurt Open Bavarian Bull Session. Nice, I like that one. That one's funny. All right, let's see. We get a break again. I'm using 5 contracts because I can't really go smaller for my risk. But still, I mean, 5 contracts, guys. Here, 0.14%. With 5 contracts. Basically a normal TP, kind of. You can also do 0.07%, but I will say your odds of turning this into a green day at that point, if you do get chopped up, will get way smaller. You got to think about it. Like, it's not normal market condition. Look at how high the volume is. Like, I'm not shooting for 0.07 today. I just can't do it. If statistics are quite literally telling me, hey, you can get way more than your 0.07. And this is the base of the 4 a.m. right now. We know that the London Open range, which is this range here, provides you with way more of an average MFE. Mate, we are chopping up. But yeah, so for today, right, plan is pretty simple. If we break out too far, I'm gonna do a pullback entry, see if I can enter on a pullback. And for the TP, I mean, statistics are quite literally telling us you can shoot for 0.14 today, Bowie. So that's what I'll probably do. Again, it's not something I just randomly pick. Statistics are showing it. And if I turn this one on, turn this one off real quick, because this is measuring this 3 a.m. right here, which is not the long and open. Are the data tables off? Turn that on. We can still see these right here. So in the last 72 days, this and that was our average MFE and stuff. If we go to the 2 minute, for example, we get a bit less. We get the last month, you can see 0.12%. If we go to the 1 minute, well, yep, 0.12 as well. So yeah, I'll do 0.12. 0.12 it is. Do I? Yes. All right, 1 sec. Almost coughed my lungs out. Tried to take a last piece of my cookie, but that shit shot through. Almost final moments of Bowie live on stream. All right, so 0.12% for me today. Again, you got to think about it, right? 0.07 is a nice average normal markets, but right now we're not trading normal markets. We're trading super high volatile markets with way more movement. Don't be afraid to adapt a little, guys, because you're gonna have to. You can't just stick to the one thing that you've been doing over and over. Right, 0.07 just, it's too small. So 0.12 it is today. All right, so we're breaking down. Attacking that London OU, which is not really a London OU, but hey. For our statistics, it is. All right, yeah, so we're breaking down at the moment. As it stands, we're breaking down. All right, so not taking the break itself, but going for a limit entry. at the range, which is over at 639.50. 639.50. Because we have a pretty big break. I mean, my stop is massive. But yeah, if we hit 0.12% already, I'll be done. Not looking for another trade on the short side here. That's 0.07% right there. Even with 0.12, I mean, shoot. All right, might be tagged in. Yes, I'm tagged into the trade. Stop loss is at the 75%, 648.0. Right? 6480. Yes. Might shoot straight up right back to stop. Oh, I deleted the freaking 75% thing. I'm gonna keep those on the chart. I'm gonna make this slightly smaller because I still want to see the volume. And then I'll put these a bit more on the right here so they're not in the way, but we can still see our 75%. There we go. Perfect. Right, so my entry is right here at the range. 0.12% away from the break is what you're usually shooting for. But hey, right now I have a better entry, so okay. Not really anything super statistical and daily profilery to go over, as like I said, our time zones are out of sync currently, so it's kind of hard to apply most statistics as they're intended, but these statistics still have a meaning, right? This is all still based off of past days with these combinations, with these time-based ranges performing this and that way. So it's not completely useless, but we just got to remember, right, that London volume is what it's usually based off of, and that London volume now comes in an hour later. So yes, it's going to be kind of different. You'll see slightly different behavior here and there. I would actually prefer for this short to end up losing and us then to go up and take a long towards that market open gap, hopefully. I have a big feeling today is going to just shoot for the stars up to the 18 open. Or 18 high, I should say. Oh, it's the open as well. So open and high at the same time. Doesn't mean I'm just not going to short, because you never know, right? Our short also looks good. We have an out of stat low. We have good hourly retracement probabilities below us. We had a nice 3 a.m. or London Open session high. So it's not a weird trade. That short is perfectly fine. If it loses, it loses. And we're going to lose because there is the loss. So stopped out. We're breaking up. And we could clearly see that the London volume is in, right? Compared to previously here. Clearly see way more volume. All right, so 0.12% to the upside, because I won't be using 0.07 today. Just makes no sense. Statistics are telling you, right? There's no reason to use 0.07. Big freaking volume increase there. All right, so entry is going to be at the range. Break is a bit too far. So limit entry at the range. Because I'm pretty sure this is yeah, too much risk. Not going smaller than 5. That is my minimum. So if it goes without me, that would be sad, but then, well, that happens. We'll see. We could see a little pullback, hopefully. I totally forgot I had coffee downstairs. Well, that's probably cold by now. Screw that coffee. I'll just make a new one in a moment. If we get this trade and go somewhere, then I'll quickly run downstairs to get that coffee. Or save the coffee, I should say. All right, let's see if we come back to the range. A bit of a retest. We're slowly coming back. So my entry is right here, shooting for 0.12%. Tick rejection. Stop will be over at 4250. And we just got tick rejected on our entry. Who doesn't like a bit of a tick rejection? I know I like it. Wow, that would have been a sniper entry. One tick. Is it going to be one of those days? Come on, one little tick. Come back. We know we dipped back into that London range plenty of times, so I also need my entry to be here because otherwise I'm still above my max risk on the fundeds. No, it looks like we're just going to tick the night entry. That would not be friendly. Let's see, I'm just set a stop already. So 4250, right? 4250, yes. Just quickly put a sell stop there for if we get tagged in. I already have a stop. It feels like my chair is just going to break at any moment now. I feel a little wobbly. It's making weird noises too. Uh-oh. Did something get loose? All right, come back down. Tag us in. This is looking like it's going to continue. We filled some MFE budget on the downside, rejected. So I would really like this long here. Come on. Oh, you have to be kidding. So 0.07 and 0.12 are both there, like stacked. So that's nice. Good TP area. All right. Do we get that tag in? Or do we get a double tick rejection? Tick rejection number 2. And we're tagged in. Cool. $6642.50 was the stop, I believe. 6642 or 25. Well, what is it now? I'm not sure. That's right on there. That's right on the mid. So it should be 25, not 50. All right. Partial TP is going to be at 0.12%. I have 5 contracts. I'll be taking 2 off. I'm expecting a big push higher here. So 2 contracts off at 0.12. If we get there. Or are we going to be coming right back down? Then we go back to the 2-minute. I want to use the last month's data a little here. And I want to see what the London Open range has been providing. 0.28, 50th percentile, 0.16, 0.12. Yeah, 0.12 is on a good streak. Okay, so cool. So it's kind of telling the same story. Not nearly, but almost. Let's take a look at our P12 mid probabilities, which is not the P12 mid. Is it? No, it's not. Wait. Where did my other daily profiler go? Did I delete it on accident? Oh, there it is. And now everything else is screwed up again. But this looks better. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to have to quickly change this. Turn that off. Set this back to 4 to 405. Okay, that's better. And then turn this off. Set this to, oh, wait. That might work as well. We'll just stick to this for now, 4 to 8. All right, and then I'll have this one, which is going to tell me the 4 to 8 MFE. Right, we're pushing towards 0.12%, which is right at 0.07 away from the break. All right, order filled. So we have our partial TP. Partial TP. So now we can look 2-minute time frame again. All right, we have our average up here. The 2-minute average is at 6640. So I'm going to take another contract off at 6640. Turn this off so you guys can see more clearly. So 0.12% was met. That was the first scale out. Turn this into the scale out. Next one is like 6640. Next scale out. That's not 6640. There we are. There I'll be so I was 5 contracts long. I've taken 2 off. I'm going to take another one off up here, which is our 30 days average. If I go to the daily New Year levels for the London Open break itself, we can't really use that, but that average is going to be at 0.22 away from the break. 0.22. So you can also convert that if you wanted to. Say, all right, 0.22% away from the break. Pretty much right where we are. Slightly higher. The high of day isn't stat, true. Sorry, I'm only seeing that just now, but yeah, it is true. But I kind of, especially with major Monday market open gaps, I always kind of take it with a grain of salt because we damn well know how many times we come back to those market open gaps. I'm keeping it as an option, but it's not like you don't want to say, all right, there's a instant high, so I just don't want to take any longs, right? That would be would be strange because the market still moves up and down. So I'm not expecting, like, I'm not saying I'm gonna hold this for the high to break, but I do know we could very well try and make a run towards that gap. We don't have to make it. We could reject around here too, right? That's fine. But I do know that those market open gaps, they almost always get filled. Doesn't have to be on the Monday. It could be later in the week or next week. But if I know that as well, if I know that, hey, yes, it's an insta high, but it's a bit of an anomaly here because we have that market open gap, then I can take it with a grain of salt. I can say, all right, I know the statistics behind it, but I also know the statistics behind these gaps. That's why you don't want to be fully biased out, but you just keep it in the back of your head. Say, okay, I know that this and that could happen. I would really like for this partial to be hit because that would basically fully cover the queen. And then, dude, we don't really have a lot of levels anymore. Let's take a look at the P12 mid probability. We have not, no, okay. So P12 mid, just got to make sure this is set to London on the S&P, not NASDAQ. I had it on the S&P. All right, so we're short false for New York 2, short true broken for Asia. Again, I'm not really using it today for any analysis because we're kind of in a bit of a weird situation with the London Open. Oh, okay. So now we can see that freaking, if it's loading, it doesn't load the P12 levels. There we go. So that P12 mid is a 79% hit rate for today, with the median being around London Open. And up until about 1.5 hours after London Open. So we're still in the prime time to hit that P12 mid, which is right here. So that's good. That is really good. All right, we're right at that Asian OU right now. See what we rejected. See if we can continue higher. Well, yeah, 0.12 hit nicely. So that held, which is beautiful. Let's see if we can continue this bullish momentum. Let's take a look at the volume profile. Oh, that's still extending. Don't want that. Right, so we had broken out of value, it looks like. So it looks like our entry was pretty much right on value. That's funny. All right, buyers, let's see it. Let's see if we can pump this back up. We've been kind of slow so far today with the movement, I must say. All right, now coming back to that London Open range. Yeah, I still have to grab my coffee. All right. No, we're just falling down right now. Just a free fall back down. Man, I should have just ran off the moment we were up here and say, I'm gonna get my coffee. See if we get some buy action back. Come on. Give us some buy pressure. Where are these EMAs? Oh, that's not looking too good. So this is a big absorption area, it looks like, right here. Sellers got absorbed hard at this level, which means there was, right? It's not a guarantee for more, but there were some secret buyers just absorbing price down here. Same for down here, came down with lots of volume and that stopped completely. Right here we can see buy pressure moved price easily without much effort, so it's a good double buy zone here before our stop, so that's nice. But yeah, that doesn't guarantee anything, right? That happened, doesn't mean it happens again. That's the thing with volume. It just shows you, all right, there was buying activity here and lots of it, but there might not be again. If they're satisfied, and they don't need more buying. But yeah, I would have liked for this to continue a bit higher. To at least that second scale out, that would have been perfect. But yeah, it just looks like we're not going to be getting there. Just dropping hard now. If we do go back up, then I'll just run downstairs for a coffee, because I'm pretty sure that coffee is super cold right now. It's probably an iced coffee. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's stopping. Right, so that's going to be a stop coming our way. We're dropping fast. We're dropping hard and fast. Or that buy pressure that was there still steps in right here. But yeah, it seems like lots of sellers here. We did have a bit of a reaction here. You saw the wick. But will it be enough? Nope, doesn't look like it will be enough. So we'll see. If we get back to the other side of the range, I'll take a short. We'll just retry the shorts again. But yeah, I'm secretly hoping we still push up. It's just looking like a nice, clean, bullish trend up here. I want to see us attack that P12 mid. I want to see us get some aggressiveness. We're kind of slow. We're not really expanding. It's been 45 minutes in right now. This would be well below average expansion for this amount of volume. Yeah, there come the sellers again. Well, sellers are clearly in control at the moment. On this leg for the day, since Asia, not really. They pushed it down, then we rejected something. Not sure what, because we're so far down. We're also way below the previous week's value area, so that's no point. It's probably going to be right up here. P12 high. I mean, what are the odds of us hitting P12 high? Normally 72%. Today, definitely not a 72%. Expect today to to be an out-of-stat day for the P12 high for London. That would mean we'd push up from the open. We'd move up 0.122%. That is from the open. That would mean right now we'd have to push up almost 2% in London before the 6 a.m., which is already closing in. That's in almost 1 hour. 1 hour and 12 minutes. We have a little bit of buying going on down here. Right at that level we were talking about. The level I showed you. So that's pretty cool. Wow. All right. They really stepped in, huh? Well, that's a bit of a how to spot a buy or sell zone with volume type of lesson, I guess. But we're now at the value area highs, which if we reject, it's a very bearish sign. Okay, I'm gonna just set some alerts real quick. And then I'm gonna just walk off real quick because I need that coffee. It's been too long. Not impossible. Not impossible. Correct. Kawa, not impossible. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get my coffee. Thing's been standing there forever, so I'm gonna make a new one. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Actually, you know what I'll do? Hang on. Huh. We'll just do this. Turn on that cam. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can continue here this time. Can we push a little higher? But yeah, clean volume execution there. Lots of aggressive selling here. Failing, continuing higher. Yeah. It's now looking like buyers just took complete control, but we'll see. Some lower volume transactions here. Almost nothing above us. If we can push up here. But yeah, like this is not anything magical, guys, right here. This is just a very simple way of seeing, all right, is there potential absorption somewhere? Is there aggression? The bigger the bubble, the more volume was transacted at that level. So basically, the more back and forth trading there was, or the more participants. And what a low, if you have a very big candle with a very small amount of volume, that means, hey, it took almost no effort for buyers to push price back up here. There's no resistance. There's no counter trading, right? That is a level where buyers were most interested. If you pair that with a level where there was clear absorption, you get this right here. And that is exactly where, right in the middle, we started reversing back up. So that's perfect. Very clean. Okay, there we go. That was glitching. All right, can we see a bit of a push higher? Come on. Don't want to see us come right back down. Bit of a hesitant candle here. So we had some more absorption happen right here. This all happened. This all played out. Oh, what just happened? This is new. Was this button there? I don't remember that button being there. Another rejection. Ew. So we're just going to do a big chop here, huh? Is that what we're gonna do? Up and down we go. Up and down, side to side. Like a roller coaster. Oh, we tapped that absorption zone. Immediately saw a big push up. Do we go 2 for 2? Value area high moved up. That's in our favor. That's a good sign that value is being found higher and higher during the day. That is very positive. Well, guys, it's 2 for 2 on the absorption zones. Two big reactions coming from those areas. Is it something to trade? No, wouldn't recommend trading it alone. Can be very chaotic, but it's a nice thing to watch. Like right here, this was absorption happening, 210 in this area. You see price bounce back. Not really super clear absorption anywhere down here. Down here, you had a bit more happening on this candle. Take the 50% of that candle. You see it came back and then launched up. That was after the London Open, actually. That's funny. Yeah, might not be enough. There's some aggressive selling up there. We do have the 5 a.m. open now, so a bit more volatility pushed in. Well, barely. You're not even noticing it on the volume. It's not even noticeable. But yeah, new hourly open. All right, do we see some follow through now? We have yet to expand for the morning. Oh. But yeah, safe to say that absorption zone did its thing. Very safe to say. Because we basically made a new high on this little leg. So giving people some absorption lessons for free here. Could be a nice post on X. Now the question is, can we continue? Can we start our rally up? We are going to find out right now as we take the high. And the answer looks to be no. Bye. This is a hard watch right now. We're just not really expanding. And right back down we go with this one candle. Look at this. Wow. Holy. biggest rejection. Yeah, it's a hard rejection. But we've just been stuck here. We haven't really done a lot. But we just can't get above. We can't get higher. It's like there's a magic wall there, which could be the value area high. But yeah, we're just kind of stuck. Yep, and now coming right back down. This is annoying. Not because it can result in a loss or whatever. That's fine. We lose plenty of times, but we just don't expand. We're having crazy high volume. We were super bullish, but right after London, we have actually not gone up that much. It's been the bare minimum. We have moved less than an average London session with way less volume than this. So that's what's crazy to me. Like, it's not the fact that this might lose or whatever. That's normal. We lose plenty of times. Our win rate isn't anything extraordinary. But it's just the fact that there is so much volume today. There is so much in favor of a big move, and it's just not happening. We're just stuck right at a London Open. Yeah, it looks like the buyers are finally done because we're coming right back up from that reaction. So yeah, I'm expecting this to now go and hit the other side of the range, take us out. But hey, if we get a big drop instead, I'll happily take that as well. Like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't just have to be one. Where's the point of control? Down here, huh? Okay. My belly's going crazy for some reason. Yeah, there's not really been any absorption zones anymore in between here. This was one. So maybe there's still active big buyers here as we're rejecting kind of again. But just doesn't seem likely to me, especially after this push failing now. But who knows? Need a big sneeze candle to get through here. Well, sneeze candles are usually down, Kawa, so price there to go 2 ticks higher and boom. Just crazy with this volume not to get out of here. Yeah, this doesn't happen often, that we're just this stuck with this amount of volume. Like almost 600k in volume during the London session is insane. I think this is the highest volume this might have been higher than we can actually check it because I built an amazing indicator for this stuff. So let's say 1 a.m. open. Let's say 1 hour after London, so the 5 a.m. Oh, wait. I'm going to need this one. So at 5 a.m., we had 587, 570, 570. 5 a.m. this day was way lower. Lower. 5 a.m. this day, lower. Oh, nope, still lower. Yeah, this is the highest volume day we've had this year for London. Let that sink in. We are currently trading the highest volume day so far of the year because this volatility wasn't there before this week. So yeah, this is the highest volume day so far this year. Yet our distribution and our price deviation away from our range is just still below average right now. Now again, high volume doesn't guarantee big moves, but price moves so much faster. So you can see how big our range is compared to our 0.07 target. Right? So that's what makes it more crazy, is it's so much easier to get those high numbers. Yeah, we're just not getting it. We're not getting it. All right, let me turn this back to the midnight window. How much are we on since midnight? 200,000 in volume since 1 hour after midnight. Wow. That's insane. Basically, before this war stuff, before this crazy volume, I think our average was like 80,000 around this time. So yeah, we are way higher. Oh, is that the sneeze candle? A sneeze candle with no follow through. What was this? All right, let me check Forex Factory. There is the sneeze. Dude, if this now goes up and breaks above, then you're a wizard, Kawa. But you said we need a sneeze candle to do it. So if the sneeze candle doesn't do it, does the sneeze? It's not really a sneeze candle, though. I mean, this bearish candle was bigger right here. So if we were to say sneeze candle, then this candle would have been bigger, no? This bearish candle would have been the sneeze candle. I don't know who would sell after that candle. Well, whoever's been selling up here for the most part, definitely. Like, lots of people don't even look at candles. There's people just blindly trading a range. There's people trading lines. There's people trading freaking whatever. There's people trading this. I don't even know what I'm looking at personally, but yeah, there's people doing this. All right, can we get that second scale out? We've now ticked above We have now made our new highest point of the morning. Oh, do we get to that average? Let's see, let's see. We might. Or we might not. Turn this back on. 2 minutes. All right, average is hit. I know that's statistically 0.23% away from, if I'm not mistaken. All right, queen is covered now. Statistically 0.23% is our, where's the, here it is. Our 50th percentile on the 5 minutes, but that's again more normal markets. In these current markets, we're sitting at a 0.28, which is basically the high here. So that will be another scale out of mine. Gonna have to let this volume work, guys. If this is the push of the day. Which it might be. So this scale out is at 67250. Oh, please shut up, Kawa, before you say anything. Another contract off at that level. 67250. 2550. 50. One contract left. P12 mid looks good. It does look good. Yeah, that could be your screw you contract or FU contract. That's going to be my last contract as well. P12 mid. Don't really care about much higher. It's not our job to catch the top of the day. All right, let's see if we hit that 50th percentile here in the last 30 days, which is 0.28%. We're closing in, we're closing in. Yep. So now one contract left. P12 mid. 6. I'll do it one tick in front of the P12 mid, so 68225. 68225. Or you could shoot for the gap to be filled, but that is a bit of a stretch, I think. That would be 69875 or so. That is far up. Holy. $68250. SP12 mid 68250. 68225. All right, so final scale out is at the P12 mid. Actually, one tick before. There. All right. Pretty clean trading this morning so far. The FU contract to that P12 mid. show you my executions on my funded here. Just to show you. Right, 5 contracts long at the range, 2 contracts off first TP, then another contract off at this scale out here, and then 1 more contract off at this price point where we are now, with the last contract at the P12 mid, a tick in front of the P12 mid. Right there. How's the account looking, Kawa? You must be getting real close now. All right, closing in on our final target for the morning. So close I can taste it. Nice. Let's see if we hit this. Super close to the P12 mid here. And boom. Order freaking filled, fully out. What a great morning. What a great morning. Boom. Beautiful. And look at that, 1 tick before the P12 mid was perfect. Oh, now it goes higher. No, it doesn't. So it was the perfect tick so far, it looks like. P12 mid itself got tick rejected. Cool. Green day. Well done. Great trading, just a bit strange. Yep, definitely. It feels weird doing this because we kind of have to adapt to New York, but it's doable. You guys can see it, right? As long as you stick to your key rules, which is your trades away from the London range, your scale out plans. The only thing that's kind of hard right now is using those MFEs and MAEs effectively. So as you can see right now, what I'm doing today is today is the first day of all of this, right? So there's no out of statistical day in this time zone change added to this data right here. This is pulling data from the London Open from the last 70 days. If we go to the 5-minute here. This is all London Open data. So today I could use this, right? I could use this and say, okay, this is all London-based data. So I know that this is London volatility numbers here, not Frankfurt, which is what it's doing now. So could you take a breakout from Frankfurt? Yes, but like we know, right, Frankfurt volatility is way lower than London. We know that statistically London can set the high or low of day and then go. So trading Frankfurt would be a bit sketchy. You'd find yourself in weird spots, right? You can see here, all these are 4 a.m. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. This was Frankfurt at 3 a.m. right here. But yeah, you'll see Frankfurt Open on the ES usually has it doesn't really hold a nice level. It's usually getting chopped up hard, like right here. Here it had a nice open. Or I should go to the 2 a.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. right here. Frankfurt Open. Doing it wrong. Yeah, that Frankfurt Open, like you're gonna get chopped up like crazy on that thing. 2 a.m. again. 2 a.m. right here. Chop up again. 2 a.m. right here. So yeah, it's I don't want to take Frankfurt Open trades because I know they hold less value. There's less volume kicking in at that point. There's just overall less edge behind it. So I don't want to take trades there. I don't want to do it. Here again, 2 a.m. You can see that would have been chopped up completely before London opens. This was a good 2 a.m. open. Right here. And you can see the 2 a.m. candle, it's not even big most of the time. Like this is the Frankfurt Open right here. This is a small, tiny candle. You know how easy it is to get chopped up here? There probably was a 1 minute trade break up there, then short, then break up again. And you can see London opens and then boom. Oh, London opens right here. You see a very big candle. We had followed through up and down. 2 a.m. open right here. We would have been chopped up again. London opens, boom, that's when the volume kicks in. So yeah, just remember if you're European, I'm gonna just repeat this again. Make sure you check where the real London Open is. New York time zone can change. The New York Open can change, but that doesn't mean the London Open changes as well. Has nothing to do with New York. All right, let's see what you all say. Feel close, and I have 1:30 left to go. Dude, Kala, tomorrow could be the day. It could be. Great trade, strange, green day, but a couple of mistakes, reduced potential profit. Another lesson from minus 260 to plus 150 is just amazing. And that's how most of our days go, right? We've been trading this for a while. We have a lot of days where we lose to begin the day, and then we make it back plus profit. And that's what makes this edge. Really, it's not anything magical. We're just trading a breakout. We're just trading a London Open breakout, if you really think about it. But we're using statistics to tell us where our targets are. We're using statistics to tell us where we're most likely heading or where we potentially want to scale out of our position a little. We use statistics to tell us, do I want to hold for more, or is today not looking super nice statistics-wise? Do I maybe want to make sure I lock in more profits at cash flow because we might not even make a big run today? And that's what turns this into an edge. So yeah, great trading. Great trading. Yeah, I was confused today. Different time London Open. Yeah. So I'm going to just pump this out there because, again, there are so many people that are getting this completely wrong every single year, right? I'll open a random stream, or last year, Patrick Wieland, if you guys know him, he was completely wrong and he didn't even realize, right? Now, I'm not saying he's a bad trader because he's not. Clearly, he makes money. But he was referring in one of these, I think it was when we switched to winter time. He was saying, all right, this is where the London Open is. And he was literally pointing at the Frankfurt Open for no reason. Like, London Open does not move with New York, right? So I'm just going to set this up in a super easy to remember. You can screenshot this if you want. That's the last thing I'll give for the stream. Yeah, let's get the. All right, hang on. Let's get the time-based fib. I believe it's this one. Okay. Or we can do this differently, actually. Hang on. I'll just make a drawing. All right, if this is going to be our, I should do it with a regular line. I'm just quickly change this to daily candle. And then we're going to make this very thick. All right. This is the daily candle. Okay, I'll just use this. I'm going to have to get the times right as well. So I'm gonna have to go back a little. Put this at 18 open. And then, oh, that doesn't work. I'm gonna have to zoom out all the way. Okay, we'll do it like this. I can't do that. Man, come on. I want to give you guys an example. We're gonna go over here. Put this at the 18 open. Put this at the market close. Boom. This is your daily candle. This box right here. Now, this is only for Europeans, right? For New York people, well, this is also useful for people in New York, I will say. Not just Europeans. All right, this box right here is going to be... I didn't know this was a thing. Well, I guess you'll learn something new every day. 2 a.m., okay? So, oh, shoot. Put this at 2 a.m.-ish. $18 open to Frankfurt open to 00. That is not good spelling, Bowie. This is your 18 open to Frankfurt open box, and we are exploding higher. I'm just seeing it on the left. Right, so your 18 open to your Frankfurt open. And right here, 3 a.m. EST, this is going to be your London open. We are exploding up. We are so filling that gap. I'll make this yellow. And we'll do 3 to 7. This is going to be your main London volatility. $300 London open. And then over here, this is just the basic, right? There's more to it, especially with the daily profiler. You have New York 1, New York 2, and everything, but this is just focusing on the most popular opens. There's also a Sydney open and everything, but we don't need that right now. And this is going to be the, we can just make this purple or something, a New York open. Your New York range. 9:30 New York open. Right here. Then we're going to set some dotted lines. Don't make this super thick. Right? And your daily open, 18 open. All right, so you now have your 18 open, your London open, and your 9:30 open. If this is right, if everything's in sync, this is all EST New York timing. Okay. What are you guys saying? To confirm mechanical type of trading, adding fluid targets depending to market conditions. It makes so much sense after experiencing. Yeah, and it's stupid simple. Yeah, almost no one does it. All right. So this is your normal in sync time zones. Right? This is a normal, typical day. Let me take that off so you guys have a cleaner chart. This is your normal day. So what happens, and I'm really hoping this, this is a thing I can do. I can. Nice. All right. Going to zoom this slightly out. Going to grab all this, pull this down. What happens when New York in this scenario switches its time zone is very simple. Okay. If you're looking at an Eastern Standard Time chart, so you're sticking to the New York time zone, this is the only thing that happens. Oh, I just copied it. This is the only thing that happens. Well, and the Frankfurt Open goes to 3 a.m. now. So this would be 1 hour later. So if you're looking at an Eastern Standard Time chart right now, this is what it's going to be. Because London Open doesn't move. New York Open does. All right, so literally just like this. This is all that will happen if you're looking at a Eastern Standard Time chart. London Open stays at the same spot because New York doesn't change. And what a lot of people get wrong is they think London Open is still at that 3 a.m. So you'll see people say, all right, we're now trading London Open and it's 3 a.m. and the London Open's only 1 hour later. They're actually secretly trading Frankfurt Open. They're missing key volatility, key volume. Right, so yeah, I'm going to screenshot this as well and post this so people can use this as well. But this is something very, very important. I'll post it in our pack chat for people to get back to. And that's how it is. So all that's happened is New York Open moved closer to the London Open. if you're really looking at it in a time-based range perspective here. Now, if I set this to my time, you'll see, right, I'm from Amsterdam. Oh, if I can. Yes. Right, if I ditch this and go up here, London opens at what? 9 a.m. always for me. For the UK, that's 8 a.m. Where did my London open? At 9 a.m. Wow. So not 10 a.m. So this is what people get wrong, right? They'll be on the Eastern Standard Time zone and they'll say, all right, 3 a.m. is right here. That's where London opens. But if you then actually go to UK, London, where the London opens from, you're trading at 7 a.m. Well, the London Open doesn't open until 8 a.m. Right? So if you're in doubt, just set your chart to London as well. That can work. And just look where 8 a.m. is. It's always going to be at 8 a.m. London, UK time. Or just take a look at my example that I made if you screenshotted it, or if you're in the pack, I just shared it in chat. But yeah, that will be all for today. Beautiful trading. We tapped the gap high. But yeah, honestly, super nice day. Home run trade on the long, little loss on the short. Not gonna complain. Beautiful trading today, guys. Beautiful. All right. Deleting this if I can. And that will be all for today. I'm gonna hop off here. We'll head to the gym in some time. Great trading. For us Europeans, keep in mind, right, now that everything changed, the magic hour is already in what, like half an hour, I think, compared to usually having to wait for another hour. So yeah, make sure you tune into magic hour today. You can see that 6:30 a.m. EST. If I set this back to New York, that's in an hour, pretty much. So make sure you hop in magic hour. You'll see Karl, Drez, and Miguel absolutely humble these markets, probably, just like we did this morning. And I wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. And yeah, for the pack members, I'll see you all tomorrow. If you're a free people, for all you free people tuning in, it will be next Monday. Yeah, great trading. Love you all, and have an amazing week, an amazing day. Bye, guys.
Did you find value from Bowie?